Morning. Time to start the day off with some yard work. What a beautiful morning. Yeah, it's a good morning. Got a couple things on the agenda this morning. First things first, gotta cut back this vine. It's producing a lot of grapes. See those grapes coming in? Well, sadly, I haven't heard a whole lot from Roy. Just trying to lock down when our designer from India is going to make it to Mombasa. We don't have the right people to make what we need. We got to get someone from India. It's really all I want to know. And that's what's holding me back, really finalizing my plans of giving back to Kenya, hopefully end of August. That's the plan. Pretty much my whole WhatsApp feed is just a list of messages unanswered by Roy. Communication needs to be better. I've emailed him. I'm gonna email him again and basically just kind of finalize when is the designer from India coming. I don't know if he has that answer, but that needs to happen. So it's been a bit frustrating just continually being in limbo and trying to get information from Roy. He's just not hearing really anything. I know he's working hard and he's got a lot on his plate. But I'm about to quit my job and move to Kenya. I mean, I'm a patient guy, but I mean, come on. The guys in India have been more responsive, which is good, but there's also not a whole lot of movement there. They've been trying to hunt down the weather that I need. And so far, still working on it. It's sort of why I haven't really done a vlog. That's why I did a couple different things. And that's what I see with One Laptop Per Child. Because I still want to produce content, but I want to make sure it's relevant. Hasn't been a whole lot to update on. Speaking of which, if you haven't seen the 2-week video spliced down of my trip in March, I'll link it here. Check it out. Still plenty to go. Check out this. There's so many ants down there. So gross. Ew, ew, ew. Finish this guy up. That job's complete. Sun's coming out. It's gonna be a hot one today. It's supposed to be up in the 90s or something today. That's why I gotta get the work in early. So the next thing I gotta do, a lot of digging. I've been digging this big trench with my dad. Goes all the way down. My parents have a well, but right now they're on city water because the well doesn't give out enough pressure. And so these are booster pumps to basically pump pressure. Have to connect that with the water hookup down here, which means you have to dig so we can lay pipe down to that. The topsoil here is so hard, so if I run the water, it makes it a lot easier to dig down in there. Otherwise, it's a struggle. Speaking of struggle, how's been the easiest trying to keep my cool, just not really hearing from Roy and trying to figure out when am I quitting my job, getting over there. You know, as I said, the plan is still end of August, quit my job, go. But I don't know what's gonna be there when I get there. The big thing is the labor there to make the things that I need. Obviously, the best case is if everything is set up the day I get there, but at the same time, just me being there forces things to happen, forces those things to get put in place, and I can be an active part in doing that. Right now, all I can do is send a text, send an email, and basically be like, hey, what's going on? And then just get that trickle of information. Whereas if I'm there, I can make things happen. I still feel good about the plan of being out there end of August, but I could feel better. To get in there with these vines. Away.
Just giving me advice.
I'm a big fan of podcasts.
So I would say don't do it.
I'm a big fan of podcasts. Business with Purpose podcasts. They feature some organizations in Africa that are doing interesting stuff. Starting to hit a lot of rocks. Had a bunch of roots down here, but the ground wasn't too hard. All kinds of rocks up there. Making progress though. Slowing down too. I think that might be good for the morning. Dug it all the way to the end of the vine. The only issue such hard dirt. I don't know if there's some rock in there. Soaked it a number of times, and other than that, It's a good morning work. Now it's time to get on the rest of my day. Gotta do some other things, read a little bit, try relaxing by the pool. I mean, it's Saturday. But until the next update, peace.